please, as usual, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let's grow the channel, please. So now I am purposely making this video so for you to know that students. So if you want to apply for a scholarship, okay, example, the DAAD scholarship for a master program or a PhD program, okay, especially for the master program, okay, because I know that a lot of people apply for the master program. Yeah, you should have gotten a first class, yeah, from your home country, or a second class upper, yeah, and the second class lower very difficult, yeah, in most cases, what I've seen, yeah, for you to get a scholarship, a DAD scholarship with second class lower. Yeah, you can check my previous videos that I've said that when it comes to DAD, the notes, okay, the noting, which is your grade, your final grade, is kind of not important. It is the title, yeah, first class, second class upper, second class lower is what really matters. It's not the grade. So if you have 3.33 or something like that, it's kind of not really matter. Okay, so now you should have gotten this high degree, like first class or second class upper, and you should have had a work experience. Okay, so work experience, you should also prove that, okay, you should bring a certificate to show that you have this work experience before you'll be considered. Yeah, so now I know a lot of people who had second class lower, okay, but because they had a lot of work experience in what they were coming to study, they were granted the scholarship. Yeah, so if you are a second class lower student, yeah, do not give up. Just try, because it's just you are not going to lose anything, yeah, when you apply, because they just don't take money. It's just the postage that you have to pay a little, yeah, but you can try if you have a lot of work experience in what you are coming to do in Germany. Yeah, and then you shouldn't have wasted too much time in the house. So if you completed, you shouldn't have sat in the house doing nothing for like above 6 years or 7 years. No, then you will not be considered. There's a particular period of time that after your education, then you can no longer apply for the DAD scholarship, because automatically you'll be out. Okay, but in some cases, okay, there are exceptions. In some cases, you might have completed within a particular year, and then the subsequent years would be your working experience. Okay, you would have worked in a particular field for a long period of time, which would be above the limit. Okay, it would be above what the 6 years or 7 years. Okay, so in that case, you can also try to apply, because there's no harm in trying. You can also, because you weren't doing nothing. Okay, you were doing something. You were working in a field where you were interested. Okay, so I think that's where that you should also look at that and apply. Okay, and of course you should have all your certificates ready, and this certificate must be authentic certificate. Okay, authentic certificate. There should be a seal on all these certificates, which you have to do in Ghana, for instance. It is done at the court, yeah, or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So you should find out where you have to do this certificate in your home country. Okay, there should be a seal on the certificate, and of course your language proficiency, whether the course is in German or English, you should have a proficiency to prove that. And yeah, all the certificates must be sealed, okay, stamped and sealed, submitted to the school. Okay, now when you are accepted, you are being given an amount of 806 as of 2023 is 861, so approximately 900 euros. And then for the PhD is like 1,200 euros. Okay, and then this amount of money includes your rent, includes your insurance, and it includes whatever you buy, like groceries and everything. Okay, and then you should know that with this DAD scholarship, okay, please be careful. When you have a DAD scholarship, then you shouldn't work above 520 euros. Okay, at first it was like 450 euros, but now you shouldn't work above 550 euros. So once you work and you are getting like 800 or 900 or something, then the DAD scholarship will be suspended. So you cannot take money from two different places. Okay, you're taking a scholarship and then you really want to work and get like the same amount of the scholarship you are taking, then no, right? So you are entitled to work for like and get like 520 euros a month, and which is for the master student. Okay, but of course for the PhD student you wouldn't have time to even work because you are doing research, you are publishing, you are doing that, so the time for you to even go outside and work will be limited. Okay, so yeah, but for the master student you have a lot of time to organize yourself and stuff like that, so please be careful. Okay, for some states they allow, I know people who work, they were having DAD scholarship, they worked and earned higher amounts of money, and they weren't penalized. Okay, but I also know people who also worked and they were penalized for that. So please, to be on the safer side, please just go according to the rule. Do not do anything that would let them take the money from you. Okay, now if you take this 860 euros, you should know that as I said, your rent is included and your insurance is included. But normally what they do is that before you even get to Germany, you would have signed the insurance that you would want to be on. And most of the times, I don't know, but they sign up for private health insurance for the DAD students. Okay, they sign up for private health insurance for them because that one is kind of not expensive. The cost is is moderate, okay, as compared to the public health insurance. But for my experience, I don't know, okay, if you have another perception or perspective of what I am about to say, please drop it in the comment section and let's all look at it, because for my experience, I kind of tell people to be on the public health insurance just to be safe. Okay, because for the public health insurance, when you go to the hospital, they just insert the card and then that is it. So the hospital will deal directly with the health insurance. But for the private health insurance, most of the times, okay, when you go to the hospital will deal with you. Okay, so they will ask you to transfer the money to them. So when you transfer the money to them, then you give proof that you have gone to the hospital and then you have transferred this amount of money. And you give this proof to the health insurance. Then the health insurance will then credit your account with this amount. And this is very hectic. It's very, very hectic. Every time you go to the hospital, you have to pay money to the hospital and then send a proof to the health insurance and then call the health insurance company, and it's very, very hectic. So when I came, let me just put myself in this situation and give you an example. When I came, I was on the private health insurance, okay, and it was just too much. I'll receive a letter, tomorrow I will do this, I'll have to write a letter to the private insurance, and I couldn't. So guys, you know what I did? I just looked for a job, because once you get into the country, if you want to change the private health insurance to the public health insurance, they will not accept it. Okay, once you choose the private health insurance, if not for a job to change the private into public health insurance, then you'll be on the private health insurance till you complete school and get a job. Okay, and looking at how it's very hectic and how to take money, give money to this and then take it back from this, and then sometimes when you even go to the hospital, they will tell you, we don't know this health insurance, so we cannot treat you. Yes, it happened to me. So I sent because they do not give you a card. Okay, this student a private health insurance. There are good private health insurance where you have to pay a lot of money, which they give you a card. That's when it works. But for the school health insurance, the private health insurance, they will not give you a card. Okay, so you just have a certificate to prove that you are on this health insurance. Now when you go to the hospital and you give them this certificate, they will tell you that, no, we don't know the insurance, so how do we do? So one time it happened to me, and they had to call the health insurance from Hamburg. So they called them, and then they said, yeah, I was on the health insurance, and okay, they should treat me. So when I was treated, they just gave me a bill that's within a particular period of time. I should transfer the money, over 600 euros, to them. Okay, so I had to transfer the money, get the receipt, get everything, and then send this receipt to my health insurance company. And they had to take a lot of time to, I don't know, for your private health insurance, okay, if you are good with this private health insurance of yours, because there are a lot of private health insurance like Mavista and all that. So if it's good for you, then fine. Okay, but for me, the health insurance I chose wasn't that good for me. So I quickly had to find a job. Yeah. So when I found a job, then they had to migrate me from this private to public health insurance. And I just sent a certificate to the private health insurance because, hey, mind you, if you do not send a certificate to the private health insurance to tell them that you are migrating from this to that, they will tell you no. And then if you bring a private health insurance, which is not above the level of their health insurance, they will not migrate you to the other insurance. No. So when you are on a private health insurance, you have to make sure that what you are bringing is higher than their private health insurance. Then they will take it into consideration. Yeah. So for instance, in my case, I brought the AOKA, okay, and this AOKA is above the health insurance. I do not want to mention the name of the health insurance, but it was above the health insurance I had, right? And yeah, it was taken into consideration. So they just looked at the certificate, and they gave me a certificate of termination. Yeah, that from now I am no more on their health insurance. So I had to do so. When I had the AOKA, then I was liberated, because then when I go to the hospital, I just insert my card and that's all. I do not need to pay any money or transfer any money. The hospital deals directly with the health insurance company. Yeah. So that is it. So that is one thing you should note, okay? As I said earlier, if your private health insurance is okay for you, then fine, you can be on it. But hey, if it is not okay for you, you should look for ways and get a public health insurance to be on. Yes. And yeah, so your money is being paid, is being given to you, the 861 euros, and then it includes all these things, your health insurance and stuff like that. Okay. And yeah, you shouldn't work more than 520 euros. That's the issue. You shouldn't work more than that. When you work more than that, you would have a query from it's either the Finance Amt or DAD itself, okay? And then you have to explain yourself, and if you don't take care, the money will be taken from you. The money will be taken from you. So it's better to stick to the rules, and then yeah. But if you are not on a DAD scholarship, that's one you can really work up to that level, okay, and then get the money. Yes, so please, if you have any comment or question, kindly drop it in the comment section, okay? As I said, I reply to every comment or every question, okay? So please drop it in the comment section and I will reply. Thank you very much for watching my videos. You were thrilled by this video, kindly, okay, and comment. And yeah, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my video channel. Till we meet again. Bye.